Oh man, I hit the wrong button.
Remix.
It's a Saturday. I know. Remember, we used to do shows on Saturdays, people. NYMD podcast. Kevin Hurt, Brian Shore. Thank you, everybody. It is Wild Card Weekend, so we gotta make it crazy. Make it wild. What the heck happened? What did you do?
I just pulled a Martine Grammatica, yo.
What the heck is going on?
Oh, yo. I was celebrating. And I did like that, and I felt something pulling my shoulder. Oh, my gosh, yo. Woo!
Man, you banged up like your Ravens.
Good Lord, man. What is going on?
Jeez. Welcome. NYMD Podcast, Wild Card Weekend. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrod. Special edition going over all the wild card games.
Woo.
For the weekend. Coming off, now he's probable for the rest of the show. A shoulder sprain. Or, as they say in hockey, undisclosed upper body injury.
Yeah. Let me go into the blue tent real quick, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. StreamYard and YouTube. You should subscribe and like us on NYMD Podcast. Of course, Facebook, IG, and the Twitter. We've been all over Twitter this week for the African Cup of Nations, as you all know. So definitely follow us because we've been tweeting every day about the African Cup of Nations. And also, we're on the regular podcasting formats that you love. It's like Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, everywhere you find podcasts, you will find this podcast, which is the NY to MD podcast.
Yeah.
And if they get rid of Joe Rogan's podcast, you can always find ours. So just remember, Joe Rogan equal to NYMD podcast, except for the COVID misinformation. So just come to us.
Yeah.
We'll set you straight. We are the anti-Djokovic of podcasts.
We're the fully vaccinated podcast.
Yes, fully vaccinated and soon to be boosted podcast. All right, man. Let's get to it. This today is wild card. Starts the wild card weekend for the NFL.
Yeah, that could only be one reason why we're doing the Saturday morning podcast nowadays, Hurt, and that's because it's wild card weekend, son.
That's it. Now, Saturdays used to be our old hangout.
Yeah.
Before COVID.
Yeah.
Before COVID. Because they used to come over. Definitely have some college football would be coming on, game day. I mean, it was a whole thing, and Saturday's my favorite day of the week. So soccer, football, you can't beat it.
Yeah.
COVID came about a boot. And we changed it over to Sundays, which is still good because we can definitely get all the NFL games. I do miss doing the whole college, live college games and predictions and stuff. But
we also miss covering the royal weddings on early Saturday.
Oh yeah, and great stuff happens on Saturday. That was probably still the number one podcast because I didn't even know it was on. Dude, and we're doing the play-by-play of the royal wedding.
That was so much fun, man.
Now, as we all know now, the controversial royal wedding. Because ever since then, it's been kind of sideways for the family.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's us, maybe it's them. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
But they went from everybody is royal, to whatever everybody is now. So.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I think we call that a royal flush, Hurt. I think that's what we call that.
Well, I know Prince Andrew's about to get royal flush. Let me tell you.
Oh, boy.
Woo! Yeah, Prince Andrew. Woo! Give me all your titles. What?
Oh, man.
Your military titles. What? So, anyway, welcome in. We got a lot of football to talk about. We will also be live here tomorrow as we go over the games that happened today. Discuss the Monday after the end of the season, all the firings and maybe soon to be hirings and interviews, and we'll probably have a long discussion about that.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
So we'll just have a whole lot, and also just our end of the season grades for both our teams. Okay. So we'll have the Ravens grade. We'll both grade the Ravens, and we'll both grade Washington. and go from there.
Yep.
So, all right, man. Where you want to start with the first game of the day?
Yeah, man. Well, let's just talk.
Or you just want to go through? We'll do the matchups first, then we'll discuss.
Well,
this is what we'll do because we really don't have a format today. I'll make the format. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, go through the matchups. Once it pops up here on my screen. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I have them up.
Yeah. All right. So we have Vegas, Cincinnati. We have New England at Buffalo. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. San Francisco in the state of Texas. Pittsburgh at KC. And Arizona at the Rams. Now, just before we break anything down, all those 6 matchups, which is the one that's most intriguing to you?
Huh. That's a really good question. And honestly,
that's what I do. Drink energy drinks and ask good questions.
Well, it's funny. To me, the most intriguing matchups are the first and the last one. So, yeah.
You don't say.
Yeah. What about for you? Oh, and let me clarify. So, the first matchup of Wild Card Weekend is the first game of the day, which comes on today, and that is the Raiders and the Bengals at 4:30. And the last matchup is the Monday night game, which I still don't understand why a team has to play on Monday night. But the Cardinals at the Rams. So those are my most intriguing matchups. And yeah, can't wait to talk about it, man.
All right. You feeling okay because you're blinking a lot?
I am.
Yeah. We may have to diagnose you with a concussion after that early injury. Did you hit your head?
Oh, man.
You hurt your shoulder.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on.
You really do need to go to the blue tent for a little bit and come back.
Ooh.
Make sure you're okay. I'm like, why are you blinking so much?
That's weird. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, you're just over there like, yeah. So, yeah, the matchup about Monday. I'm like, what the heck is going on over there? It's like
you know what it is? Probably because I was trying to read, and I probably need glasses soon. So,
yeah. Well. That doesn't cause you to blink. It causes you to squint your eyes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, you don't wear glasses, right?
No, I don't. But I did see an eye doctor last year, and
for the first time or something.
Yeah, for the first time since I was like a kid or something like that. Yeah. So I know. Look, I know I'm gonna check this out. I know I'm gonna eventually need glasses because like when I read my phone, I have to like pull it like I have to like read.
So you probably just need reading glasses right now, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you have reading glasses, you can still see the TV without any sort of. You probably just need those and not need like the ones I need, which are like called microscopes. So I need those. I mean, like mine can see the moon if I had it. So because I can't see jack without my contacts on my glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everything to me is blurry, like literally.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I mean, if I took my contacts out now, I couldn't even. I could probably do the show, but everything on the screen would be blurry. I would really have to be like,
wow. Okay.
Hi, everybody. That's how bad it would be. Yeah. So, all right. So you were talking about the Vegas and Cincinnati.
Yeah. So what are your most intriguing matchups?
I only care about one game.
Oh, let me guess. That classic rivalry of the 49ers versus that team in Texas.
That's it. That's the only game I care about. But I really feel like when you look at the matchups, all these games could be very exciting.
Yeah, dude.
And I think I would end up because sometimes you like wild card weekend. I may skip a game. I just there's none of these games that I feel like I would want to skip, except for maybe New England Buffalo. but I want to see how cold it is.
Oh no, I don't want to skip. That's the one. That's
no. The only reason I skip that because I don't want to just see, that first matchup or it's just those games tend to be a tad bit blah. And if for me being an NFC guy, I can skip the AFC stuff.
Okay,
I really can. But I do want to see all the games. So, but of course, San Francisco, Dallas is the most important game to me.
Okay. All right, man. Well, why don't we get started, man?
Oh yeah. So we have the first matchup. We have Vegas on the road today, 4:30, facing the Cincinnati, the winners of the North, the Kings of the North, the Cincinnati Bengals. You all right?
That doesn't even sound right.
The Kings of, well, I mean, they are. We got David Carr versus Joe Burrow. You got Josh Jacobs versus Joe Mixon. You got Hunter Renfrow against Jamar Chase. Who do you like? Who's the advantage for? Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win?
These are two teams that the Ravens didn't beat this year. I have identical records, both 10-7.
Game time, I'm sorry, real quick. 29 degrees. Game time weather. The line is Cincinnati by 5.5 at home. Go ahead.
Yeah, we have a West Coast team coming east, kind of, for the most part. This is at Bengals. It's going to be cold out there. But I think it's going to be a good matchup. I think what we don't really talk about enough, or what I don't hear talked about enough, is the fact that the Raiders, man, how they recovered after the whole John Gruden stuff went down. I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they really hung in there, and here they are, man, playing in the first playoff game of the weekend. So you got to give that organization a lot of credit, and those players a lot of credit. But I think these are really close match team. But I just think the Bengals right now are on a roll. They're playing at home. Who are they? The Who Days or the Who Dats? I always forget.
They are the Who Days.
Okay. So the Who Day Nation is going to be pumped today, man. They're going to be pumped, man. And you know what? They have every right to be pumped up.
29 degrees and it's going to be on fire.
Yeah, they have a very talented team. They have a really good young offense, and their defense is in the middle of the pack. But they have some impact players on defense, especially in the pass rush. So I'm picking the Bengals, man.
All right. Well, this is like you said, the Raiders have gone through a lot of adversity this season.
Yeah.
And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Like a lot. Between, like I said, firing the coaches, one of their players losing, being out for the season due to, drunk driving and all that surrounding everything that they've gone through to make it to this point with a coach that they named as interim coach who's, I don't even know what his name is.
Yeah.
To a Cincinnati team who look great, look bad, look great, look bad, look great, look bad all season. They were like the Chargers of the North to me, except for they made the playoffs. They're playing at home, 29 degrees. The Raiders are motivated. They made it to this point. I don't think they're satisfied. Joe Burrow's first playoff game. And the way these two teams play, these two teams can beat any team and they can lose to any team. Like this, I always like. I feel like this is the perfect matchup of two teams that marry each other during the season. Like there's certain for instance, the Raiders got killed by Kansas City this year, like decimated, like it wasn't even close. But they beat almost everybody else. They lost to Washington. They beat you guys. It was the first game of the season. But they racked up and they beat the Chargers. But they've done well all season. Cincinnati's done well, but it's just been so up and down. I got to give it to Cincinnati. I think the Raiders can win this game. I honestly feel like this is a 50-50 game or a 49-51 game. It could go either way. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Joe to play at home, but I think Joe's cool. Joe's just going to be chilling, thinking this is the LSU championship game, maybe.
Right.
And just go out there and perform. We've got Jamar, who's been sensational this season. So, I think they might be okay. The one thing the Raiders do need, they need to get that running game going. Because Carr can't, if Carr has to sit back there and pass, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
So I give Cincinnati the edge in this one.
Yeah, and I also think Cincinnati has an advantage playing out in the cold, man.
Oh yeah, 29 degrees. Probably have a wind chill too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not gonna help the Raiders at all. Unless they bring their own heated benches, that might help. But we'll see. So that's the first game of the day. The second game of the day is a game that you're looking forward to. This game early in the season had it highlighted by a quarterback who threw 3 passes. But Buffalo did manage to win the second meeting and to win the division after their early loss to New England. And tonight they play each other again at Orchard Park in upstate New York. Let me see. There's who is the 4.5-point favorites, Buffalo. The game time temperature will be 6.
6 degrees.
And in the memory of LeBron James with the Miami Heat, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, 6 degrees.
6 degrees.
6 degrees.
Well, man, I think it's going to be 6 degrees of separation between these two teams.
Oh, look what you did there.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I thought 6 was the number of postseason hits by Mike Trout. But I don't think he has that. He's going to be at every show this year. I'm just letting you know that now. I will bring Mike Trout into every show.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Actually, it's less than 6. So yeah, go ahead.
No, man, but this is an intriguing matchup. A, because it's a divisional game. B, because like you said, Mac Jones.
Who?
Yeah, he only threw 3 passes the last time. The last time they played. And see, this is why.
No, not the last time. The first time.
I mean, the first time they played. The last time they played in the stadium was what I was going to say. Sorry about that. But no. But that's why this is. The Bills are so hard, man, because if they get home field advantage in the playoffs and you got to go to, Highmark Stadium is what it's called. And I didn't know that. Yeah. If you have to go to Highmark Stadium, dude, they have an immediate
name, by the way.
Yeah, that's
a horrible name. Highmark Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but
yeah.
Yeah, but they have a distinct advantage, man. Just like I remember when the Ravens played there last year, it was so freaking windy, man. And of course that hurt us in the passing game a little bit. But yeah, but the thing is though, I mean, New England, they're used to playing outdoors. You know what I'm saying? So
the weather's not gonna
this doesn't bother them. Any other team I think will be a huge advantage, but not today. This one, but in 3, also the reason why this is interesting is because the coaches are beefing, man, and I love it. I love it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Remember after the first game where who's their coach? Who's the Bills coach? I can't think of his name right now.
Red-headed guy.
Yeah, I don't know why I can't think.
I'm so bad with head coaches in almost any sport. I really am. I see. I feel like it's Todd or something. McLovin, McBuffalo.
Yeah. But he was saying something about, he came out and said something about Bella. I forget what it was exactly, but yeah, he kind of made some comments, and yeah, I don't think the Patriots were happy. But anyway, I keep going back and forth on this game, man. I kept saying all year, they're not going to let the New England Patriots win the division again, are they? And they almost did. And the Bills are not going to let the Patriots come in their house again and beat them, are they? Like, I really think the Patriots could. And they very well could, but the Bills aren't going to let that happen again, are they, Eric? I think this game is such a toss-up. I'm going to go with the Bills, but I'm not.
McDermott.
But I'm not. Yeah, thank you, McDermott. But I'm not confident that they're going to beat the Patriots. But I'm going to pick them anyway. Who you got, man?
Well, Josh Allen is 3-2 in games of freezing temperatures. He's completed 50.3% of his passes, has averaged 166 passing yards per game, 6 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. And I bring this up because it's going to be 6 degrees up there in Buffalo. I'm picking the Patriots.
Okay, yeah.
Some things you can't get past. I can't get past. I mean, he's going to win a record, but he's going to struggle. but I think Mac Jones is going to struggle too. But if I got to pick a playoff game between Belichick and Sean McDermott, I'm picking Bill Belichick.
All right.
I think it's going to be a close game. It could be to me. It's going to be one of those Big Ten, Michigan State in the snow in East Lansing type game, or Ohio State at Wisconsin up there, and they play jump around in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a Big Ten hard-nosed, offensive, defensive line battle to me. So, but I got to go with the experience of the head coach, and I'm going to go with the New England Patriots to win this game.
Okay. All right.
And
yeah, like I said, I could definitely see that, man. I think this is I really do think it's a toss-up. So.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, it's definitely. It's just because I just, for some reason I believe in that whole cold weather thing. There's got to be something there. And if there's a team that's there that can take advantage of it, it's that team. So now if they're playing, like you said, the Raiders in this, I'd pick Buffalo. I wouldn't even worry about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're playing another cold weather team.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's move on to Sunday's games.
Hold on 1 second because I got off. Here we go. So the early game on Sunday is Philadelphia on the road to Tampa Bay. Now you're talking about weather. Let's talk about weather in Tampa Bay tomorrow because, while it's snowing here, it's going to be 68 and sunny.
Oh, man.
And, of course, probably a passing thunderstorm because you're in the state of Florida.
Right.
So I'll go first on this one. Since it's an NFC game, I'll go first on the NFC games. I think this is another intriguing game. I know you can look at it on paper and say Tampa Bay is by far the favorite. They're 8.5-point favorite playing at home. But to me, I just remember that they lost a lot of their weapons. I think they're trying to get back Fournette for this game. Evans is there, of course, but they're without Godwin. And we all know where, your boy Brown went. He just rolled out.
He's hanging out with Kanye.
Yeah, exactly. Which fits somehow. Just fits. Yeah. The Eagles rested Jalen Hurts last week just so he can be healthy for this game. Jalen Hurts is going to be a problem for Tampa Bay. He's athletic. He can make plays. Philadelphia believes in themselves. Are 6-3 on the road. Tampa Bay 7-1 at home. But for that reason, I'm going to pick Tampa Bay. But it's going to be close. The Philly's going to give them a run. You got to remember, this is a Tampa Bay team who on the road, though, struggled. They couldn't score against New Orleans. They lost to Washington. If you get pressure on through that front seven and stop that running game, they're going to have trouble. And the Eagles could do that.
Okay.
So, I got Tampa Bay because they rarely lose at home.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to make this pretty short and sweet. It's as simple as this. Tom Brady ain't losing at home to the Eagles, period.
Okay.
He's not losing. Tom Brady is not losing at home to the Eagles. It's just not going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's that simple. Now, I do agree with you. I don't think it's going to be some blowout game at all because this ain't your same. Even though they brought everybody back from last year, this ain't the same team.
This ain't your mama's Buccaneers.
Yeah, this is not.
But you can tell because again, they've been beaten by inferior teams convincingly this season.
Yeah.
So no, this is not the same. That's why I say anything can happen in this game because the Eagles are going to be up for this game.
Yeah.
So that's why and watching the Eagles like I have all season, they're a good team. They will if they can come out there and they can snatch a win in Tampa Bay. I just believe that Tampa Bay's experience and playing at home is going to help them. That's all. 4:30
Ugh.
Sunday. There's 3 games on Sunday. So the 4:30 game, another NFC game, is taking place in Texas, in Arlington. I believe it's a dome, so the weather doesn't matter. Jimmy G is supposed to be healthy. The home team is a 3-point favorite. You start this game off first because I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, first of all, this is a classic playoff rivalry right here. I mean, this when I see
80s, early 90s.
Yeah, when I see 49ers Cowboys, I think, like you said, I think of those 90s teams. You know what I'm saying? Those early 90s teams and fights and rivalries, and it seems like they were always fighting in the playoffs and battling each other. So this is kind of a cool little,
Troy Aikman versus Steve Young.
Yes. So this is like a cool little retro game. You know what I mean?
And I love retro NFC games. Yes.
Yeah. Dallas is a 3-point favorite, but they are only a 3-point favorite because they are at home. And unfortunately, I think that home field advantage is going to carry Dallas a long way tomorrow. I do think, however, the 49ers are on a little bit of a roll right now. I think they have a lot of momentum going right now. And I think that can help them out. Is Jimmy Garoppolo starting?
Yes. Jimmy G will be playing.
Yeah, the more I think about this, I gotta go Dallas. I don't have a lot of confidence in Jimmy G, and I do think that the Dallas pressure is going to give Jimmy G some problems. I don't think Dallas is going to blow out this team by any means. I don't think Dallas is a perfect team. But I think the only reason why I'm picking them is because they're at home. So I'm gonna stick with them.
All right, this is the first time they've met since 3 consecutive NFC Championship games in the 90s. It's a long, deep-seated rivalry. This is such a difficult game for me. Because in all honesty, I don't like either team, but one team I despise with every fiber of my being.
Right.
And the other team is the 49ers, of course. The only way I could call this game is to try to think all the intangibles. 49ers have a lot of injuries. Their quarterback isn't 100%. Somehow, your favorite coach, Kyle Shanahan, made it to the playoffs. This is probably one of all the games. This is going to be the most difficult for me, obviously, for a plethora of reasons. I just feel something in my gut that tells me San Francisco's going to win this game.
Yes.
But I'm going to pick Dallas.
Huh?
I'm going to pick Dallas.
You just said
no. I feel my soul tells me the 49ers, but I don't want hope. I don't want to be let down. So I'm going to pick Dallas so I won't be let down.
Okay.
This purely, I can't make a informed decision about this. I got to go one way. I'm going with Dallas win.
Okay.
Because if they don't win, I will be happier. If I pick the 49ers and they lose, I will be disappointed. It's going to hurt me. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, got you.
So I'm picking. I mean, Dallas is the better team. Period. They should win this game. They should win this game. They're playing at home. They're a better team. I feel like Mike McCarthy is not that great of a coach. He can make mistakes. They both Shanahan's been to the Super Bowl. He lost. McCarthy went to the Super Bowl a long time ago and won, but that's when he had Aaron Rodgers. It could come down to coaching, and I don't believe in either one of these guys, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but I don't know how good Jimmy G is going to be. Debo has been sensational, whether he's catching the ball or running it out the backfield. I just believe the difference is going to be down to defenses and takeaways. So if that defense can turn over Garoppolo, I think they're going to win, but it's going to be a close game.
Okay.
Just threw up in my mouth.
Ugh.
All right, the Sunday night game, which is one of your favorites, AFC game. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers, who made it and now have the only black coach in the NFL, on the road, getting some barbecue, heading to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Kansas City, 12.5-point favorites. It will be a balmy 32 degrees.
Oh, okay.
So right at freezing. It's AFC game, man. Who you got? Who you got, bro?
This is frustrating. This game was supposed to be the rematch of Ravens Chiefs, but it just wasn't to be. We couldn't beat the Steelers at home, and the Dolphins couldn't beat the Patriots at home. So we have the Steelers facing off against the Chiefs. I mean, the Steelers don't have a chance. The Steelers, despite their 9-7-1 record, are not good. I mean, they're just not.
It's like a whole bunch of those teams in the playoffs that seem that way, though, right? Because
Yeah.
there's a bunch of 10-7s, 9-8s this year. You know, it's not like there's too many 12 and there's never been a 12-5, or is it? No, not 12. Is it 12-5?
Yeah, 12.
Yeah. So there haven't been any. 12-5s. You know, because we have one more game this season. So the record's a little bit weird. By the way, thank you for Washington for finishing 7-10, which is my birthday. So I do appreciate them doing that for me, winning that last game. But and what was I going to say? Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that the Steelers aren't winning this game. I mean, the best thing the Steelers have going for them is T.J. Watt. That dude is a monster.
T.J. Watt.
That dude is a freaking monster. But other than that, the team's no good, man. And Najee Harris, but he's hurt. Oh, shoot. No. He came back in the game. He got hurt against the Ravens, but came back. So,
yeah.
But, I mean, Ben, yeah, he beat us, but whatever, man. He's not doing anything against the Chiefs. I mean, still
Kansas City.
This game. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said you got Kansas City winning.
Oh, the Steelers are not winning this game. They're not a good team, man. They're not a good team. So, yeah.
Both teams are weird. The Pittsburgh wins ugly. And when I mean ugly, I mean like super ugly. Kansas City has been playing ugly a lot. But their one advantage that they're going to have is that they're playing at home. They're playing at home. I know Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's out.
Yeah, which doesn't matter.
Which it is what it is because he's been out like the last couple of games.
He's been out his whole career, man. He's not a different.
His career just started. It's not like he's been
exactly. He got hurt last year. He's been hurt multiple times this year. He's not a factor.
So he's the Christian McCaffrey of the playoffs. Is that what you're saying?
I guess.
Yeah. But the easy and the only answer to this is Kansas City.
Yeah.
Period. Like you said, the only way they can win this game is if T.J. Watt goes insane.
Yeah.
They turn over the ball, get some defensive touchdowns, special teams comes into play, something weird like that. But they definitely can't score with them, so they would have to hope for something like that.
Yeah, the only other way they could possibly win if Najee Harris is able, they could play ball control, keep Najee Harris running the ball. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Because, the Chiefs aren't the best run. They don't have the best run defense, but it has gotten better throughout the year.
They just don't have the best defense, period.
Yeah, but I just feel like that's really their only shot. Ball control with Najee Harris, turnovers for T.J. Watt, keep the ball out of Mahomes' hands. That's pretty much it, but it ain't going to happen, man.
And that is the Sunday night game at Arrowhead, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah. Another terrible name, but whatever.
Anything's better than Highmark Stadium.
Yeah.
And Highmark Field would sound better. Like change it to Field. I'm not saying it's like awesome, but it's better than Highmark Stadium. That just sounds like a bad bowl game. You know what I mean?
I'm giving that name low marks. How about that?
You keep blinking over there, buddy. You're gonna like do an I Dream of Genie. Start. There you go. That's better. There we go. I'm like, why are you still blinking a lot? You need to get your eyes checked. All right. That was the Sunday night game. Now let's go to Brian's favorite game, the Monday night game.
Yes.
We have the weird NFC West. And when I mean weird, it is weird. And weird, I mean really weird. I don't even know what to think of this game. It is the Arizona Cardinals. Luckily for the Rams, Cardinals fans don't travel. That's all I gotta say. So, Cardinals at Rams. It's an NFC game. Rams are a 4-point favorite. See, it's going to be the first playoff game for your boy, 1-1, Kyler Murray. I don't even know when Matthew Stafford was in a playoff game, but it's got to be 1 or 2.
I think this will be his third playoff game.
Okay, his third playoff game, Mr. Blinky.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm blinking this.
I have no idea. It's so weird.
Let me try this.
Yeah, it was the hat. Yeah, maybe the hat was getting in your eyes. Because you hate the fact that it's on Monday night, I want you to start.
Why is this okay? This game should not be on Monday night. Period. Look, I know we gone to 7 games. I don't remember last year there was a game on Monday night. But I guess
this is the first Monday night playoff game.
Yeah, and they solved not solved 2 problems, but this way they can have their ESPN matchup and they can have it on Monday night as it normally is. But to me, it's just not right because whatever team plays is going to have a short week. That's not fair. It's not fair. Like, at least in the old system, okay, everybody gets 7 days. Now, there might be one team that gets an extra day, but at least everybody gets 7 days in that system. In this system, the winner of this team gets a short week. Like, why are you creating a disadvantage for teams in the playoffs? That's not right. That's not right.
I honestly, I don't care.
I know you don't care, but
no, I get what you're saying. Because honestly, there should be 3 games Saturday, 3 games Sunday.
Exactly.
Why you want to decide? Well, which is, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm happy it's this game. Because they could have gone and done the usual thing and put another game on Monday night, which then I would have hated everything about it. So the time difference, it's when the game starts, it's 5 p.m. It's still a Monday. This team will not play Saturday. Obviously, whoever wins this game, they'll be playing on Sunday. But this game, and Cardinals are 8-1 on the road, which is weird. The Rams are 5-3 at whatever you want to call SoFi. It's kind of a home road game.
It's in Inglewood, baby.
So this game, this singular game will go on the epitaph of Matthew Stafford's career.
Okay.
He has literally, and I mean this wholeheartedly, no choice, none, but to win this game. Like, he literally has no choice but to win this game for whatever legacy he ever wanted to have in sports. Period. He has to win this game.
So will he?
that
Hurt?
he will not win this game.
Wow.
I love the Rams. They have 2 Seminoles on the team. You know, I don't know if there's going to be too much pressure on him. They have Cooper Kupp's the best player on the field. You know, if he can get the Cooper Kupp, they have OBJ. You know, and I don't know if the other Watt's going to be playing. If he's going to come off of IR and play, that can make a difference as well. You know what? I have a soft spot because I like McVay. I'm gonna say the Rams are gonna win. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go with McVay. I say the Rams are gonna win, but it needs to be because Matthew Stafford had a good game.
Okay.
Whew, that was tough. These NFC games are killing me. I feel stressed already.
Okay. All right. Well, Hurt.
Who'd you pick? Did you pick someone?
I've made 5 picks so far.
Okay.
Hurt. 5 picks. I picked a home
that
team.
Would have been that could have been answered.
I picked a home team in every single game. Hurt.
You did.
But guess what?
Again, I'm rooting for one specific road team, but let me. Okay, guys, I'm going to say this right now. If San Francisco wins Sunday, the next show we do, which will be the next Saturday, will be all about Dallas losing. But go ahead. I guess keep going. And I'll do a solo show about that. I don't care. It will be all about Dallas losing. But go ahead. Sorry. See, that's why I'm wishing too much. But go ahead.
Well, I was just about to say.
Yes.
I picked the home team every game.
5 for 5 on home teams.
But not on Monday night.
Not on Monday. You're picking the 1-on-1?
I'm picking 1-on-1
for your boy
to defeat Matt Stafford and the LA Rams. Matt Stafford has been in the playoff 3 games. He's 0-3, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He's thrown 302 yards a game. I give him that. 63.2 completion percentage. So, I mean, he's performed okay but his teams haven't won. Now, granted, this is the best team he's faced, and he's at home.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's ever been in that position. But the problem is Matt Stafford does Matt Stafford things in in pressure games, and I don't know if that's going to change. This is a divisional game. The Cardinals and the Rams played each other twice. The Cardinals aren't going to be intimidated.
They split both games, 1-1.
So yeah, this is I am freely admitting this is a completely biased opinion, but I am picking the Cardinals to win this game.
Okay.
I do not believe in Matt. I don't believe in Matt Stafford. You guys know that he may prove me wrong, but I don't believe in him. But we'll see. We'll see what he does.
So he's had 5 touchdown passes, 1 interception, averaged 280 yards against Arizona in both games.
Okay.
But Arizona won at the Rams last time, and the Rams won at Arizona. But we know where this game is going to be in LA. So we'll see.
Yeah, man. So for the Rams, it could start in SoFi and it could end in SoFi. It's all up to them. Yeah, I mean the Super Bowl will be at SoFi this year. It's not moving to Dallas or anywhere else. The NFL's keeping it at SoFi. They keep it.
Were they thinking of moving it or something?
Yeah, there was some articles. Remember, they were in talks with Dallas. They were thinking about moving it because of COVID, but no, it is staying.
Oh yeah. You don't talk about somebody who would have been heated if they moved it to Dallas.
Oh man, because you
But
can't come on, because this is going to be because we got to talk about this. This is going to be the LA Super Bowl, man, halftime show, man. And
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
they got a little East Coast in with Mary J, but you can't have you can have it, but it's not going to be the same, man. Having Dr.
Snoop,
Dre,
Dr. Dre, everybody down in Dallas. Like, this is not. Yeah, you gotta have him out there in LA. What's up?
Kendrick Lamar, Eminem,
Gotta have it out there West Coast.
Yeah. So now I will say I am looking forward to this. I am so looking forward to the halftime show this year, man. Oh man. I mean, dude, we get all those powerhouses, man. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Oh, dude, it is star stuff. But if you in LA, the glitz, the glam, you gotta be star studded. I mean, they got more starters in that Super Bowl halftime than in the Lakers lineup. Let me tell you.
Yeah. All right, man. So we gave our picks.
Yeah.
For wild card. Now let's do our playoff predictions.
All right, so the teams that have a bye, Tennessee has a bye in the AFC, and Green Bay has a bye in the NFC. Yep. So each team, whoever the lowest seed is, will go to Tennessee and will go to Green Bay.
No. I'm talking about who's coming out the AFC.
No. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the listeners, the viewers, that's what's going to happen in the next round. Just so when we go through who we think is going to go, that's how it's going to work. That Tennessee's the home team throughout the playoffs, and so is Green Bay. And the lower seeded teams go blah, blah, blah. That's all. Just playing in the format so we can, when we discuss who we have winning everything, this is where it goes. Because we haven't brought up Tennessee or Green Bay at all.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let you go first. Who do you think's coming out the AFC?
You want to talk about a toss-up? Out of the AFC, it could be Cincinnati or Kansas City. Honestly, it could be New England.
So you don't think
Tennessee's not, unless Derrick Henry comes back. I don't believe in Tennessee. I think Derrick Henry has to come back because I don't believe in their quarterback at all. I gotta go, even though they've been so inconsistent, I gotta go Kansas City out of the AFC. The other team I believe in more in the AFC would be Cincinnati. Because they can go on a hot streak and win. They've been good enough to beat a Kansas City and to beat other good teams during the season. So, like, all these teams' records are so close, 10 and 7s, 11 and 6s, and they've all kind of played each other, and everybody's beating everybody. So, but I just think, even though Kansas City supposedly had an off year at 12-5, and they haven't looked like Kansas City, I believe they could beat Tennessee. So I got KC coming out to the AFC.
All right.
Well,
I like I told you, I had the Bengals coming out the AFC.
Okay.
I think they're on a little bit of a roll. I think they have a little bit of momentum headed there. A little bit of momentum. I like their offense, and I think their defense, although it's not great, it's very capable. I think their defense can come at you in a lot of different ways and beat you. So, I think I really believe in these team of destinies hurt, and the Kansas City, the Cincinnati Bengals have that look of a team of destiny to me. So, I think Cincinnati's coming out the AFC.
Cool. All right, who you got coming out of the NFC?
Well, if you take a look at all these teams, I don't think any of these teams, if you take a look at the teams that are playing today in the NFC, I don't think any of them are great. Cowboys, 49ers, Rams, Eagles,
Arizona.
The Bucks, like none of these teams are great. But there is a team. There's an MVP quarterback on their team, and they're getting healthy. They're getting some players back for this playoff run. I just think this is the year when Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers finally break through and get to the Super Bowl again. They have to. Like, they have home field advantage. These teams aren't beat. Are the Packers not going to? They got to get to the Super Bowl this year. Like, who's it? I don't even know who their toughest competition is this year. Like, think about it. If they have to play I feel like if they have to play the Buccaneers, they could beat the Bucs this time because they're depleted, right? You play the Rams or the Cardinals, they got to go to Lambeau.
They're depleted, but yeah, if Tampa has their running game going, if what's his name is healthy, Fournette, that could hurt Green Bay.
Okay,
that could be because Green Bay is vulnerable as well. Every team that's playing in the playoffs, from 1 to 7, all of them are vulnerable. There's not one team out there to me that's like, oh, this is dominant. This is the dominant team.
Yeah,
that's what makes this year to me so intriguing.
Yeah,
like anyone could lose out of all the games we picked. If the other team won, it would not be a surprise.
Okay.
The only team would be mostly surprised if Kansas City lost to a depleted Pittsburgh team. I don't even know who Pittsburgh's wide receivers are besides Claypool. I don't even know who's Stallworth out there. I don't even know who they had. Lynn Swan. They have so many injuries. Juju's out. I think he said he was trying to come back, but I don't even know who they're throwing to. And besides, I know it said Najee, but Najee and Claypool, that's all they got. Mueller, or what's his name? Mueller. What's the tight end's name?
Freiermuth.
Oh, Freiermuth. So okay, so Freiermuth. So yeah, so Muth. They got. I mean, that's it. That's it. So anybody can win anywhere. I got Green Bay coming out. Even though me and Aaron aren't the same, our relationship changed. I guess kind of like Lisa Bonet's and Jason Momoa's. I feel like I need a foul separation from Aaron Rodgers for his Joe Rogan take on vaccines. So I feel like we're a little bit different. We're not the same. He's kind of like me and Djokovic. You know how much I like Djokovic. Me and Djokovic are the same. Yeah. We're done. Like Djokovic and I are done. Like it's sad. And they kind of look like each other too, so that doesn't help me. Except Aaron grew his hair out. But I wish this never happened so I could love Aaron the way I used to. But Green Bay should be going, and I have Kansas City. So because that should have happened last year and didn't. But if you have Cincinnati and Green Bay, that's great too, because Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and everybody's great too. So, but neither one of us, I think, believe in Tennessee.
No.
I don't believe in Tannehill at all.
No. Not in the playoffs. It's a totally different animal. So who you got winning it all, man?
Green Bay. I mean, this is his next to probably best chance of winning freaking. He has to win. As much as I don't like him now, as much as I used to, he's got to surpass Brett Favre and get 2 Super Bowls. He's got to go down as the greater quarterback than Brett Favre. He's got to go down as a legend. Well, he's a much better quarterback. You know how I feel about Brett. Not a Brett fan. This is his chance to submit his legacy, if not the best Green Bay quarterback of all time. He has to win the Super Bowl.
Interesting. Well, he's not going to do it this year because the Bengals are taking it all this year.
Now you got a first-time Super Bowl winner winning it.
Yep.
Oh wow.
I'm taking the Cincinnati Bengals to win the Super Bowl. You heard it here first on the NYTMD podcast.
Yes, and I will put it out there on social media as well. I will let everybody know after they lose at 4:30 tomorrow.
That'd be so funny. They lose, and then
I will put out there. By the way, this was Brian's team to win Super Bowl. This team right here that lost at home to Vegas. No, that's good. So I mean, we both got Green Bay. You got Cincy. I got Kansas City. Either way, I honestly had to say every game. If I had to rank the games, these 6 games, all of them would be tied. The only 2 games, because they're AFC games to me, I don't care about New England Buffalo as much, and I don't care about Pittsburgh, Kansas City. Every other game to me is intriguing. So, in the first game I have, I think it's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be a slobber knocker. So, I can't wait to watch it.
All right.
But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's our Saturday Wild Card Weekend special on NY to MD podcast. We'll get Brian checked out. Hopefully, he'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to list him as probable. No, questionable. I will list him as questionable right now with a shoulder sprain and some eyesight issues. So we'll see if we can get that cleared up. Have him seen by the docs. Hopefully, he'll be cleared to go tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock here on Sunday on the NYMD podcast. But of course, we'll be tweeting all day for these wild card matchups. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, and Instagram. And of course, you know where we are here on StreamYard and YouTube and Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, wherever you find podcasts, you will find us, the NY to MD podcast. Everybody have a safe weekend. It's going to be a storm out here in the East. Stay home, hide your kids, hide your wife, get all the stuff you need to get. And if you're off on Monday, unlike me, have a great Martin Luther King Jr. birthday weekend. But I will see y'all tomorrow.
Peace out,
and
y'all.
So will be maybe. So we'll see you.
Peace out.
We'll get him checked out.